So windy this morning. I actually got to this campsite late last night. There was an unexpected thunderstorm where I was camped, and it was just kind of out in an open field, and I was definitely the tallest thing around, and yeah, I just didn't really want to be out there, so I moved into this spot, and it's pretty lovely, I gotta say. As you can see, I've made some changes since my last video. So yeah, I was camped out in southern Utah, and a friend of mine sent me the listing, and I just immediately knew that I wanted it. So yeah, I contacted the guy, made him an offer to hold it for me, and then I wound up driving down. One of the things I was most excited about getting a truck camper was having an actual workspace that I can sit at comfortably, because it makes such a difference for me in my productivity and creativity even. So having this actual space for me to sit and not just edit photos and video, but to have a good workspace for recording music has been really like just the best thing. And I feel like I am in this stage where I'm feeling really called to write music, and I'm really grateful for this little recording studio on wheels.
broken wings are useless, and I feel alone. Terrified and so cold and baited. I've lost the only light that I've ever known. I've lost the only light that I've ever known.
It's so windy. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, but I hope so. On the last video, I talked a little bit about burnout, and yeah, I was still feeling burnt out for the following months afterwards. And you know, part of it has to do with social media and how kind of tied it is to my job, but also I figured out that really it was just stagnation, and I didn't feel like I was moving forward at all. And I think that being in the SUV for as long as I was kind of making me feel stuck in a way, and I do not thrive in that scenario. When I feel like I'm stagnating, I become really unhappy. But when I moved into the truck camper, I felt just so full of excitement and full of life and like inspiration. And I think a huge part of that was because I wasn't stagnating anymore. And you know, I really enjoyed living in the SUV, and I think that it was a really cool experience. But like all things, it gets to a point where you just have to move on. I think that's kind of how I was feeling. And I'm sure one day too, you know, I'll need to move on from living on the road, but for now I feel really invigorated and just really inspired and really happy. Stagnation really gets me down. There's a point in my life when I still lived in Georgia where I felt like I was just not moving forward in the slightest. I was working at a music venue, just bartending, and that was cool, but you know, there wasn't really much to do in that town that interested me, and I don't know, just I didn't feel like I had anything to look forward to. I got to a point where I was with, you know, my partner at the time, and we decided we really just, you know, needed to shake things up and just flip the table, and that's when we moved to Washington. It was kind of on a whim, and it was solely out of stagnation and just really needing to switch things up. And that decision to move to Washington is what got me into photography and really just changed the whole course of my life. And I'm so grateful that I didn't just let myself stagnate. I don't know, I'm kind of on a ramble here, but I was feeling stagnant in the Sequoia, and I was feeling like I had no forward momentum, and so I changed up my little tiny house, and I feel super good now. So yeah, if you ever feel a little burnt out, uninspired, etc., just ask yourself, like, should you just flip the table? I'm gonna move back to the campsite that I was in yesterday before the lightning came in, because the weather forecast looks good. So I'm gonna try and dump some trash at this campground that I passed on the way. Hopefully they have trash cans. We'll see. All right, we're ready. Wow, it's actually really windy out here, and it's definitely precipitating a little bit. But when there's sun and rain, there's rainbows. That's always good. I'm trying to figure out what kind of bird I keep seeing. Since I got here like a week ago, there's been this white hawk or falcon hovering around, just like looking for food. And it's really pretty, and I've never seen one before, so I'm trying to figure out what it is. Also, it's raining again. Go figure. I know this is probably so strange that I care so much about finding out what kind of bird this is, but okay, so I'm just so curious what kind of bird this is. I'm gonna go try and find it, and I'll probably get rained on, but hey, maybe I'll see a rainbow. Ideally, I'll see this bird. Well, I haven't found the bird I'm looking for yet, but I figure I might as well just turn this into a birding mission and look for other birds too. Sometimes I'll literally just zoom in and look for birds, because they can be pretty hard to see sometimes. Sometimes I'll just find like a surprise bird. It's kind of fun. Is this him? No. I think this is a different bird. He's carrying something. I can't tell if it's snowing over there. Normally, right behind this ridge line, there's a big volcano, but it's completely engulfed in the weather right now. The other day I was camped by this river, and there's a pair of bald eagles. I think they were a male and a female, and they'd come by like once a day and sit across the river from one another. We've got our first rainbow of the day. Wow, that's windy out there, and pretty cold too. Anyways, didn't find my guy. Regardless, thanks for joining me on my impromptu nature walk. I kind of want to play more music, and I kind of want to make dinner. Alright, I'm about to make dinner, and I'm going to try something new. I've never cooked jackfruit before. I have eaten it at vegetarian restaurants, and I really like it. So I'm going to try and make it myself, and yeah, hopefully it's good. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this. I don't really look anything up. I'm probably doing this very wrong, so for all of you vegan chefs out there, don't judge me. So my microphone, for some reason, wasn't working during this segment. So I'm just gonna say that the jackfruit was in brine, and I didn't realize that. So it came out pretty salty. You're supposed to rinse it and then boil it to get rid of the brine. So now I know for next time. Just a little trial by error, I guess. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's so cold out here. Wow. Whew. I can't believe it's almost June. This is crazy. It's so cold here still. It feels like it's maybe in the 30s right now. It's Memorial Day weekend this weekend, just for a time reference. Yeah, and I haven't seen a single person at this campsite the entire weekend, which is amazing because I know that it can get a little busy kind of nearby here, so to find a campsite that's just empty has been really nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Just gonna play guitar for the rest of the night and probably go to bed pretty soon, so yeah. It's been a while since I've posted a video. I feel like I've forgotten how to end them. Thank you for tuning in. I'm really happy to start this new chapter with the truck camper, and I really appreciate you all being here. So I also really appreciate you guys listening to my music. In general, I've been pretty shy about sharing my own music my entire life, more or less. So I'm trying to turn the page on that. I really appreciate you listening. And yeah, see you all on the next video. And I hope you all have a nice night or day or whatever. Bye. Look at this rainbow. Wow. I'm just hanging out on top of the camper. I mean, look at that thing. Ah, that's crazy. Also, the view out here is really beautiful too.